Upwards of 1 crore, 4 cylinders, and a convertible roof in a country where it's either 40 degrees or pouring rain. This is the new CLE300. Is this car actually practical, or is it just an expensive way to get sunburned? Let's find out.
Cold start.
Is it worth your mornings?
Let's find out.
Mercedes killed off the C-Class and E-Class convertibles to give us this, the CLE Cabriolet. It does look like a super yacht, doesn't it? So let's talk about the looks. Being honest, since this is a convertible, that's what 90% of you are going for. Mercedes gave this the AMG line treatment. You get this aggressive bumper and you get a hood that looks like it goes on forever. One look at it and you would think it belongs on the racetrack. Well, I hate to spoil it for you, but it's quite the opposite. It's basically a yacht that you take on B roads, on straight highways and some nice coastal roads as well. However, it is the perfect car to draw a lot of attention when you're stuck in bumper to bumper traffic. Let's talk about the interior. Notice how the seatbelt retracted back. It is quite a cool feature, but it can get quite annoying when you get in and your hook is stuck in between the seat and the pillar. To get it out, quite annoying. But apart from that cool gimmick, you pretty much have a standard Mercedes interior. Very nice. Seats are comfy as usual. You've got tons of ambient lighting that make you feel like you're in a nightclub, which is great. You've got some polished fake carbon fiber-y material here. Build quality is pretty good, but there is one feature that is completely useless for us in Bangalore. This car comes with neck warmers. It's fine for driving in European winter, but here that's like an attempt to murder. In terms of practicality, the rear seats are just for show. And finally, the tragedy of the convertible boot. About 380 liters of space on paper, but look at this. Mercedes threw a spare tire right in the middle of it. And if you're taking this on a weekend getaway, you either have to choose between your luggage or your spare tire. Since this is a convertible and it's exposed to significant sunlight, the screen tilts up to avoid glare. This car also has rear seats apparently, so let's go check it out. So to get into the rear seats, all you need to do is pull this lever here and the seat moves forward for you. But is it practical? To test that, let's see if our cameraman can fit inside and we'll hear his opinions. So, Parvat, how's the space?
I haven't authorized it, but I need to keep my legs up.
Yeah, you should just chop your legs off.
This is not for adults, purely for kids.
So how does it feel to drive on a daily basis? It's pretty comfortable, you can manage. But the ground clearance is something I would be a little concerned about because there were a few bumps that I don't want to say hit, but we scraped off. So it's not the best in terms of ground clearance, and it's not even an AMG. So that's something you should consider. But the insulation in this car is brilliant. You can't even hear the horn. It's very mild compared to how loud the actual horn is. So this car being a convertible and all, it looks aggressive, but is it aggressive? Let's just pop it into sports mode. 255 horsepower seems like a lot, but it doesn't really feel like it. The engine is really tuned to be smooth. It sort of glides through the speedo. It does feel a little underpowered, to be honest. Being the CLE300 and not the AMG variant, I expected it to be a little more softer, comfy. It is comfortable, it handles bumps pretty well, but you do feel them. But on the other hand, who would actually buy this car? You're spending upwards of 1 crore. You'd rather buy a large SUV or a full all-out sports car. This car is, someone would buy it when they already have 3 SUVs at home and they just want something that attracts attention on the road. That's who would buy this car. So what's our final verdict on the CLE300? Should you buy it or should you buy something else? I personally, if I'm paying upwards of 1 crore, I would buy a CLE53. Same family, would make more sense and it's a lot of fun. However, if this particular car came with a hardtop and maybe a little bit more power, it's something I would consider buying. What do you think about the CLE300? Let us know in the comments below and we'll see you in the next one.